Much for your insight and joining us on the programme. We now move over to South Asia for our next story, where the ongoing investigation into the cause of the deadly June the 12th crash of the Air India 171 has now narrowed its focus. The investigation is revolving around the movement of the engine fuel control switches. This is following an analysis of the Boeing 787's integrated flight and voice data recorders. The same has been confirmed to the Air Current. The Ahemdabad plane crash in India killed 241 out of the 242 passengers and crew on board the aircraft, and 19 people on the ground, 32 seconds after it took off from Ahemdabad Airport bound for London's Gatwick. A preliminary report from India's Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau is expected to be released around July the 11th in New Delhi. This will mark 30 days since the first fatal accident involving Boeing's latest generation wide-body. Just how much information will be included in the report remains to be seen. We're now joined by Captain V.N. Jha, who's an aviation expert. He joins us live from New Delhi. Thank you very much for joining us, Captain. What are your thoughts about how this situation has progressed, about the information that's come out since, and what might we expect to be in this report? What new details can we find out? Who can be held accountable, etc.? What are your thoughts?
Very good evening to you. Look, what report has come out, I also read today in the newspaper. That's not really authenticated report. Someone has said something which when reader wanted to cross-check with the DGCA or the AIB, they refused to comment on it. So whatever information has come about the fuel control switch, it is unauthenticated, and really we have been trying to avoid any speculation into the entire accidents. But of course, this one accident is something where lot many things are on stake. It is at stake for the Boeing 787 fleet. This is being the first accident, first fatal accident. It is very damning onto the GE engines. It is damning onto the aircraft designers if a single switch or the switch that can stop the fuel to the aircraft can be switched off inadvertently, then surely it is a design fault. But, you know, once again, I reiterate, why are we in so hurry to speculate or opine onto something which is unauthenticated? Look, I have conducted about 7 fatal aircraft accidents myself. Mm-hmm. And I know the fatal aircraft accidents are seldom having a single cause. It is usually, I have seen a mosaic of the pictures in which there could be a primary element of failure to which many other errors have cropped in. There could be, from the day one, the clip that surfaced out, the yes. Video clip, I've been saying that there have been a dual engine failure. That stands even today. But what all pilot was supposed to be doing, or what all the handlers were supposed to be doing there could be error of judgment, but I don't want to preempt at this stage.
Of course.
Look, what I'm trying to say is, even if the DGC or AIB, they should not be revealing or divulging some information from within in the piecemeal. Let us wait. If they have got this 30 days period of preliminary inquiry report, let's wait for that. Even that they are not compelled with. To my understanding, the cockpit voice recorder and the flight data recorder, those data are still not in the hands of the investigating team. So I think it would be justified to wait for some time, let the authenticated, the data come out, and then we should be able to opine on that.
Of course, Group Captain Jha, we don't want to speculate here, especially that we have information coming. But 32 seconds this plane was in the air. What broader safety or design questions might this raise for regulators, airlines or Boeing itself?
Look, the design failure and other things we will be talking on to when it is established.
Okay.
What the immediate aim of investigation should be that this error, what has happened, should not happen again onto the another aircraft while we are in the preliminary stage of investigation. If there is something drastic, let entire fleet be grounded. If there is some design sort of failure. But again, I repeat, we should not speculate or preempt anything at this stage. There is a team of inquiry who is doing something. If they put their hand or finger onto something which is drastic, which needs to be taken cognizance of immediately, let the entire fleet be grounded. But we are not in that position. We are not in that data or the parameter which has caused the accident. This small piecemeal evidence, not even evidence, hearsay that one switch has been operated which controls the engine, the fuel flow to the engine. Is there a single switch? No. I think, to my knowledge, there are individual switches for the individual engines, and these switches are guarded by all means. These are guarded by the hardware there inside. It just cannot be flicked or inadvertently. Someone will have to approach, open that particular box, and then switch it off. The moment you switch it off, the fuel flow, immediately the RPM will start burning, and the pilot will have to say, "Hey, what have you done?" And he has done. Two switches have to be operated simultaneously. It cannot be done like that. So let us wait for the authentic report to come. I think there is more of a speculation in this small piecemeal evidence that is coming. Not evidence, some leak out, maybe from the AIB or someone has given. Let us wait for this. This will be my suggestion.
Yes, Group Captain Jar, thank you very much. Looking forward to discussing